GOP debate.
I got about 4 minutes last debate. I'm going to get my question right now.
I appreciate it, Jeb. I'm all for you.
The stakes keep rising in the race for the White House.
You're not going to have my back. I'm going to have my back. Let me say a couple things here. First of all, you should let Jeb speak.
As the candidates attempt to stand out in the still packed field.
The family is the most important institution in society.
Nevertheless, it's not
and yes,
very
I do want to rebuild the American military. I know.
And we begin tonight with Campaign 2016 and round 4 for the Republicans. Good evening, I'm Rick Fulbeck.
I'm Rudabeh Shabazi. This time, just 8 candidates took the main stage, the smallest number so far. CBS 4's Weijia Jiang joins us live from the site of the debate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Weijia, they didn't hold back this time.
They didn't, but there certainly was a change in the tone. And, you know, political analysts predicted from the beginning that the candidates would be feeling the pressure to focus more on the issues rather than each other. And they seemed to take that in because even though there were jabs, the conversation stayed on track for the most part.
The top 8 Republican candidates got right to the economy in a debate on the Fox Business Network, starting with the minimum wage.
Taxes too high, wages too high. We're not going to be able to compete against the world.
Every time we raise the minimum wage, the number of jobless people increases.
If you raise the minimum wage, you're going to make people more expensive than a machine.
The candidates explained their tax plans.
Everybody should pay the same proportion of what they make. You make $10 billion, you pay $1 billion.
If we get rid of the payroll tax, everybody's going to get a tax cut.
Simplify the tax code to spur economic activity in this country.
The GOP has months to go before choosing a candidate, but it's clear who the party intends to defeat. The Wi-Fi password here in the media room is Stop Hillary.
Hillary Clinton has said that Barack Obama's policies get an A. Really?
Ben Carson pushed back against recent criticism of his life story.
I have no problem with being vetted. What I do have a problem with is being lied about.
Donald Trump repeated his call for a wall to stop the flow of illegal immigrants.
The wall will be successful.
But he took heat from both Jeb Bush and John Kasich.
We all know you can't pick them up and ship them back across the border.
It's just not possible. And it's not embracing American values.
This is the last face-off until mid-December.
There was a lot of speculation that Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio would go head-to-head with that tension between them boiling over, but they didn't really take a lot of personal and dirty jabs against each other. There was a noticeable difference, however, in Bush's performance. He was feisty, he was comfortable after hiring a media trainer, and analysts say that is certainly going to take him right to the next round. Rick, Rudabeh?
Weijia, thank you. And we continue our team coverage now with CBS 4's Jim DeFede. And Jim, this debate was different from others. What did we learn tonight?
It was more substantive. This was the eat your vegetables debate. This was the debate where everyone was saying, you know, we want to really get into the issues, and we were in this one. And what was interesting to me about this debate was you saw clear distinctions between the political parties and the way this race is going to shape up next November in terms of issues like the minimum wage, where all the candidates on the Republican stage were against raising it. The Democrats are in favor of it. But you also saw a lot of very interesting distinctions among the candidates themselves on foreign policy. The isolationists, like Rand Paul, versus the more military flex their muscles, like the Marco Rubios.
If this was an eat your spinach debate, Jeb Bush had to eat a lot of spinach in order to have the muscle to come out. A lot of people were hoping to see something more from him tonight. Did he deliver? I think he did. Was it a slam dunk? Was it a great night for Jeb? No, but it was a good night for Jeb. It was clearly his best debate. He was feistier, as the reporter just said. He was definitely swinging, getting his air in. And, his answers when he went back and forth with Donald Trump on the issue of Syria and Iraq, I thought those were really good moments for him when he talked about leadership being necessary, not just having the biggest military.
And let's talk about Marco Rubio also. He was on the rise in the polls coming into this debate. How did he perform tonight?
Marco does great in debates. He is very polished. He is very smooth. He's very good at these things. And he continued to, grow more comfortable. You can really see he's really coming into it. He can feel that momentum. That little engine, that could thing that he had going more than a year ago, he's really feeling it now. You can sense that he's just so close to sort of taking that next thing. And you could tell because Ted Cruz took a not so subtle shot shot at Marco by talking about sugar subsidies, and that was a way to sort of attack Marco and the sugar barons here in Florida.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Jim DeFede.
All right, and the Democrats are gearing up for their second debate in Des Moines, Iowa. You can watch the CBS Democratic debate this Saturday night, November 14th at 9, right here on CBS 4.